Await no longer. Greatness has arrived. Welcome to the Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players, where each and every week I myself, the host Joseph, alongside me my best friend Kyle, talk about the latest and greatest in PlayStation every single Thursday. And so without further ado, the greatest co-host who ever is, whoever was, whoever will be, Mr. Kyle Stevenson. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Those words give me life, Joe.
Let me tell you something.
Give me life.
I just crushed that intro. I just crushed it.
I sure did. I've been with you with all these intros.
The good.
I know when you crush it, and there, knocked it out of the park.
God, Kyle, we have an amazing week of just news of game releases. This is Red Dead week. We have a Red Dead giveaway. We're going to talk about the Fortnite Fort Mayors. We're going to talk about name changes yet again. We're going to talk about Overwatch Legos, of course, Midgard mishaps. But before we talk about all the controversies and all the news, Kyle, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. Excited for Sunday. I'm going to WWE Evolution.
WWE.
Yeah. So that's gonna be great. First ever all women pay-per-view. So I'm excited to be there for history in the making. Ooh. And I know you're super excited for Red Dead, and this is gonna kind of, go into what we're playing. But
what have you been playing?
The Spider-Man DLC.
I have as well. Just a little bit of it. How are you liking it?
I beat the whole thing last night, one sitting.
How long did it take you?
Roughly 3 hours ish.
Okay,
which is fine. It felt like, and as a comic book novice who doesn't really read them, right, it felt like a single
I don't even know how to read, Kyle. So don't even worry. Don't stress it.
It felt like a single issue comic.
Okay,
and I love that. I'm hoping and I'm thinking Insomniac is smart, so I'm sure that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Black Cat is such a great character.
Yeah.
And the performance, I don't know what her name is, but she's killing it.
I already fell in love with her.
Yeah, for sure. I did see some plot stuff coming beforehand.
Yeah, definitely.
But the new versions of the crimes are fun and interesting. I was happy that we didn't get the same stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried. I was like, okay, we're going to be fighting the same old crime. But for what I saw, you're actually doing bomb defusing, right?
Yep.
Which is actually pretty cool.
It's very simple, but it's not go beat these people up, stealth around.
Yeah.
You still have that here and there, but it's more varied and interesting, I guess.
Yeah, there's also one where you have to find the paintings on buildings, and they're not just on the tippy top. You gotta have to kind of search around the building as well. Yeah. I've gotten to 1/3 of that DLC, and it's $9 on its own. And I think for $9 I got through the first mission in about 30-ish minutes. And even they did something really cool there. I want to know what you think about it. It was the Maria chapter where you actually have to stop. And I don't think I ever did this in the game, in the main story, but you have to stop these enemies before they escape.
Yeah, with treasure, with artwork.
Yeah. I really liked it, man. I thought it was awesome. I think
it was a sense of urgency where you didn't have to just smash on square and take these guys out. You had to make sure they're getting close. You needed to zip over there and stop them. Yeah. I actually failed at it a couple times.
Same
I was
here.
Not prepared.
Dude, I want to know what your thoughts are, because going from Assassin's Creed to Spider-Man, holy crap! First off, the web
number
setting.
one. I forgot the controls.
Yeah,
for Spider-Man. I was like, how do I change my gadgets? How do I do that? Swinging, I remember easily, but I instantly went to Batman Arkham counter as triangle instead of circle. So it took a short rewiring of the brain, but it's a definite jump going from AC to Spider-Man.
Yeah, and did you find that difficult, hopping back into Spider-Man rather than this coming out you just finishing the game? I guess
I don't think it's difficult hopping back in.
Yeah,
because
did you
Spider-Man is still so fluid?
Yeah,
and easy to kind of get into. I I think Assassin's Creed is a little bit more precise, like when you're not zipping through the city, web slinging through the city,
right?
Like where you can actually like make precise little movements and you don't over jump or overstep where you want to go. Where Spider-Man, that kind of happens here and there.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only difference.
Yeah, I feel like still with Spider-Man, the only problem with the combat is sometimes I'm fighting the camera more than I'm fighting the people I'm fighting. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
Also, I don't know if this has happened to you yet, but a lot of slowdown while I was playing. It felt a little buggier, and I'm not sure if it's like because of the
like in the loading screens or
not in the loading screens. Like during combat, like it would stutter a few times actually, and
maybe
I thought that was
there yet. Was it early on, middle, end?
It's during one of the side mission stuff, which I don't want to spoil for anybody, but yeah, it happened quite a lot, and I was surprised.
My question, was there a lot of fog or smog or smoke?
No, don't think so. No.
Okay.
I just thought my pro that wouldn't happen anymore, but...
Sir, you guessed 100% wrong. So for me, I haven't had any of those problems. I haven't had any of those like frame rate issues or whatever. I like the story so far. I like Black Cat. I like Spider-Man's chemistry. They have they have instant chemistry. Yep. This doesn't feel like, to me, I want to know what you think, it's like where this was taken out of the main story to be sold off at a later date. It does definitely feel like, it definitely feels like what you said perfectly. It feels like an episode for me out of the animated series back in the 90s. One of those like, okay, this isn't the main thing. It's not end of the world, but this is just like a side story, and you're getting to kind of build some of the characters and their relationships a whole lot more.
Yes.
I really liked it, or am liking it so far. With that, what did you feel about it? Do you feel like it was just added on stuff, or you feel like it was...
No, I feel like it's... excuse me. I feel like it's its own thing. I don't think they took this out of the main game at all, because if this was in the main game, again, without spoiling it for anybody... There's some story things that are going on that would kind of make the main story more jumbled.
Right.
And a little... It would make me mad as playing through that single player.
Yeah.
Like, trying to like go down the fork in the road instead of those two sides. Like, you go straight down the middle and you get a lot from all over the place.
It also actually really, for me... It feels like... I think they even started off where it's after everything that's happened. You kind of see MJ and Peter's relationship after everything. You kind of see how like New York's shaping. I really like it. I love that J. Jonah Jameson is still there talking shit to you constantly.
Miles, some phone calls from Miles here and there.
Right. I have not gotten that far, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Anything else you've been playing? And actually, before we even say that,
much it.
You recommend it, dude?
Oh, 100% I do. It's more Spidey. You get another really cool villain, a very well developed, well written villain. Yeah, for sure. If you love the main game in any way, shape, or form, this is just more of the same with interesting characters, which is why I love it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. For me, I've been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey still. I find myself, I don't even care about the main story anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just going off on side missions. I'm having my own little Odyssey, because that's what this game is all about. It's about sailing around, hitting this interesting thing, or meeting these interesting people, and doing all sorts of tasks. And the tasks don't, maybe... Not yet, because I think I'm like 15 hours in at this point, 15, maybe 20 hours in. They don't feel too repetitive. The one thing that I don't like is the shipwrecks. So far, that's the only thing where I'm just like, this is awful. Because there's sharks in the game. It feels like they're just sharks everywhere. And the combat with them is awful. It's awful. You can't target them. At least I couldn't. What I found myself doing was waiting on top of the ship or finding like a tall rock to stand on, and I'd shoot them with my bow because I don't want to deal with that. I hate it. But so far, I gotta say, story is really awesome. I like it a lot. I love Cassandra. I think she's a awesome protagonist, and her story to me is getting better and better. I keep on hoping, like, you know, I'm almost a third of the way through the story. I keep hoping that there's a sequel with her. I just want her. Like, oh God, weird. Let me reword that. I just want a story trilogy with her.
Yeah, like what they did with Ezio.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Because I feel like she could be the next Ezio. I really feel like playing this is the best Assassin's Creed game ever. I love Black Flag. That's where I'm coming from. And it's not even the ship combat that is hooking me into this game. It's everything else. If anything, ship combat doesn't even, I mean, it has to because it's Greece. Doesn't even need to be in this game, and it's still the best Assassin's Creed game to me.
Yep.
So really loving that. Of course, I played a little game. Don't know if you ever heard of it. It's just like,
here we go.
Small. All right, put a tally on it. I played a lot of Fortnite. Dude, let me tell you something. The game, I feel like Fortnite is great for this one thing, okay? And then I'm done with it. First off, yes, I got 3 victory royales in a row. I'm not going to brag, right? I did play, you know what? Skip that. I played Black Ops with Luke Lore. I embarrassed myself because I thought I was playing Fortnite. I was not, and I died, but we still got a victory. I'm just going to say it was all me. I played Heist in Black Ops as well. Damn, I really did. I played a lot of games. Heist mode is literally Call of Duty's version of Counter-Strike. And dude, it's awesome. I actually think Heist mode is my favorite mode. Better than Blackout. Far better than Blackout. Far better than the classic Call of Duty crap. I love Heist mode. I love it a lot. Can't wait to play with people like Dude and Nasty Boots in the community. If you're playing Call of Duty, let us know in the comment section down below so we can play with each other, because to be honest, I'm not playing Call of Duty if I don't have people to play with. So let me know in the comment section down below. But with that, let's get to our first bit of news. Kyle, are you ready?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, video version. If you think, and for audio listeners, if I sound any different, if I sound a little echoey, I'm in the new set. It looks beautiful. I love it. And
Didn't realize you had that many pops, Joe.
Well, spoiler alert. Half of them, more than half, are not mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like anything that's not video game related, that's not mine. This is all my best friends. So she had all these pops and crap, and then I just put them in where they made sense, and then I put my statues everywhere. So it's great. I love it. I'm excited. It's awesome, but we're still moving stuff, so there's a lot of blank canvas. I haven't soundproofed this room yet, so hopefully by next week we'll have it soundproofed. I'll sound even better, but you probably won't hear much of a difference because I'll be editing the crap out of this. So with that, Kyle, first bit of news. Do you know what's happening next week?
Next week. Yeah. Could it be the spooky day?
Yes, Kyle.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's Halloween. And what better way to prepare for the frights and the horrors that await you than Fortnitemares? Yes, it's a new mode in Fortnite, you see. Come with me on a journey of screams and haunting visions and apparitions.
Here's everything we know about Fortnitemares in 2018.
I love how you get right into it.
Yeah, I know.
I was in the zone. I was in another place.
You're like scared, spooky.
Yeah.
The 2018 Fortnite Halloween event. This is to me, I was not part of the Fortnite scene last year, so just like so many others. But this year's Fortnite event, Fortnitemares, has something really awesome. Not just new skins, which, by God, the new skin is a haunted cowboy. By God, tip of the hat. But also, there's a new mode that introduces zombies and monsters in your Battle Royale modes. And I'm going to read a little excerpt from here from Polygon, give them a click, and it says, just for Fortnitemares, Epic has added few AI enemies to all Fortnite Battle Royale modes. These enemies, which seem to have been spawned by the mysterious cube, will attack players and chase them around if they get close enough. If you kill them, however, you will get a random bit of loot as well as some shield. This is the first time Fortnite has included AI enemies in Battle Royale, but they won't stick around after the event is complete. I have not played this event yet. Everybody that I've been talking to, everything that I've seen on social media is pretty awesome. I've seen this, though. This morning I woke up and I watched this streamer. I think his name, I'll give him a shout out, Typical Gamer. He's on YouTube. And in a morning haze, I watched him play it. It's actually really cool because the enemies are also colored by the loot that they provide. So green enemies provide you green loot. Purple enemies provide you rare loot, and the legendary enemies are yellow. They provide you legendary loot, and they're all either easy, hard, or difficult to kill alone. It's really awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I thought, you know what? I love Fortnite, love Halloween. It's the best holiday ever. That's a dang fact because of pumpkins alone. Kyle, what do you feel about this?
I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I think it adds something to. As an outsider, it adds something that makes it more interesting to myself. My question was, like, if you fight these monsters and zombies, do you get anything out of it, or it's just flavor? And you just answered that, where you get loot based on what they are, which is super cool. Yeah. And it's not just random, where, like, if you kill this hard dude and you get, like, a common or uncommon thing, like, that would suck. So
there is, like, some risk and reward to it, which makes it cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, to me, it impresses me every time Epic does something, because they do it with, to me, I know there was a little bit of rockiness with this update. Squads, for some reason, the option to play squads was gone. I don't know if it's back up, but they do it with such ease. They're just like, here, we're adding this new thing to the game, and it's still going to run smooth. Like, that's the thing that always impresses me with Epic, with the way they're handling Fortnite, because when we heard Call of Duty doing it, like, we were asking ourselves, could this game handle it? And they kind of handled zombies by going, hey, the maps that are zombie inspired, from our zombie catalog, they'll have zombies in it, but they're not just roaming around. Here, no, they're in various places on the map, just roaming around. Wherever the cube landed, that's where they are. I like that. I love how Fortnite is able to think ahead like this. Gets me pumped. I'm excited. I don't know. With that, what do you mean I don't know? I do know. It's freaking rad. Let's get to our next story, shall we?
We shall. Okay, good.
Kyle, I like your energy tonight. You sound pretty confident.
You said that after the most tired-sounding sentence I've said this entire episode.
Dude, I got a large McCafe coffee inspired by Sean Capri. It's actually,
I don't drink coffee.
What? Kyle,
I don't drink coffee.
Here. You're fired. It's actually filled with Sean Capri's tears over PlayStation names, but we'll get there in a second. Marvel's Spider-Man sets a historic record for the month of September on MPD charts. This comes straight out of DualShockers, and they state right here, give them a click, as of now, the third best-selling game of 2018, only ranking behind Far Cry 5 in the first... Only behind Far Cry 5 in first place and God of War in second place. While it seemed like Marvel's Spider-Man was poised for success, these numbers are even bigger than originally anticipated. To place these numbers in context to the past Spidey game, the first month of sales are 30% higher than of all the Spider-Man titles before it. All the Spider-Man titles launch months numbers combined. It's safe to say we're probably going to get a sequel. Yes. Here's a crazier bit of news, though, and it's all in one sentence. This game, Spider-Man, is on one platform. So it's crazy to think that one platform, Spider-Man, this game on PlayStation 4, has outsold all these other Spider-Man games combined. Mm-hmm. But what's even crazier is that it's also also able to hold off NBA 2K19, which also had its top-selling release of all time as well. And NBA is a sports title. We know it sells millions.
Yeah.
It's also on 3-4 different platforms, right? I think it's also on PC. I don't know. I don't have Excel. I wouldn't know.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, it's on PlayStation 4. It's on Xbox One. It's on the Nintendo. So, Kyle, this news for you... Yeah. What? Why are you excited, man? Because I already see it from your face, man.
What was that?
I already see it from your face. You're so excited. You're glowing.
This is it gives me faith that single player stories sell.
Yeah.
You know, and
I love that.
before this game came out, I believe we asked this question like, how's this going to do? Is it going to just have gamers buy it, or other Spider-Man fans who don't play games buy this because of that? And I think it's a little bit of both. It's because it's a Spider-Man story that is so damn good. And people hear about it and like, oh yeah, no, we want to see what this is all about. And I get it, it's not for everybody. Some people are not a fan of it, which is totally fine.
Which those people are wrong. We could be real.
Sure,
you know.
Yeah, I was trying to be the more diplomatic route there, but yeah, no, you're wrong. Yeah, no, this is fantastic. I love that. That it's crazy to me though, the whole other Spidey launch months combined. Like you said, it's all different platforms. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I love how you said this. Single player games, right? How many publishers and developers are trying to beat that drum that single player games are dead? We're going to talk about EA later because of our good friend Mark Moody, the Glorious One, but EA's, canceled Visual Studios Star Wars game because single player games, that's not what people want. And
I'll go on record right now.
Yeah.
If that game didn't get canceled and Visceral didn't get shut down, that game would probably make these Spider-Man numbers look like small amounts.
Yeah.
I think that would have been even bigger than this.
Yeah, it's Star Wars, and I feel like, man, I mean, we're going to talk about it later, so I'll hold off my anger. But it shows, man, single player is alive and well. Like, not just Spider-Man. Take a look at Assassin's Creed. That is also in its heyday right now. It's top sales in over years. So,
not to mention God of War this year too.
Yeah,
which sold incredibly well.
Far Cry. I mean, you're not playing it for its multiplayer. Let's be real with each other here.
Which, by the way, this reminds me. I saw this on Twitter today. Somebody took the last major fight scene in Infinity War, and they put the single player games over the Avengers, and then the aliens have multiplayer games over their faces, and they're beating them up. They're destroying them, and then. Spoilers for Infinity War, I guess.
So many months. Oh my God, Jon Snow dies. Yeah.
Thor comes in with Rocket and Groot, and their faces are covered with Red Dead, a Cyberpunk, and God,
what was the third one? Yeah, Mr. Moody.
But Scarlet was Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Or Black Widow, and then what's the third one? It's bothering me. I can't remember.
But yeah, it's all single player games.
It's fantastic. Yeah, and they're coming in the wrecking shop.
I mean, look at what every single game is afraid of this holiday. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
single player focused. That's the thing that's going to sell gangbusters, man. Like, the hookup over multiplayer being the sole future of video games is such a stupid statement that needs to be killed. I think this single player notion of like all single player games are, it's a dying breed. This just proves it wrong. As long as you make a really good game and people eat it up with yes, sometimes with Spider-Man, but nonetheless, like with good IP behind it, it's gonna do really, really well. Like, you don't need just Spider-Man alone to sell copies. Look at God of War. It reinvented itself. Look at Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, all these games, single player focused, selling like freaking hotcakes, man. Amazing. Our next story, Kyle. I'm sorry, do you want anything to add? I was reading. I just was like...
No, it's fine.
Okay, let's talk about it. By God, let's get our hats in here. All right.
I'm going to burn that hat, Joe.
What do you mean? I paid $8 for it. And by God, the costumes even get more ridiculous when we do our Red Dead Redemption show. But with that, Red Dead Redemption 2's PlayStation 4 exclusive content showed off. By God, it's from Push Square.
Push Square.
Push Square, boy. Businessmen decided that Red Dead, and this comes straight out of them, you give them a click on your virtual boxes. Businessmen decided that Red Dead Redemption 2 will get 30 days early content on the PlayStation 4. And so, here are the timed exclusive bonuses in video form. But this is a podcast, so whatever. With that, you know what? Skip this part.
30-day early content. You know it's going to be a revolver. You know it's going to be some weapons, some gizmos, some gadgets, some overcoats. By God.
Do you think these exclusive deals really do anything? Do you really think they move the needle whatsoever?
Here's the thing. Personally, for me, I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. It's mostly cosmetic stuff. If it gives you a boost, it's very minimal from other games. But again, I feel like we keep going back to this well. At GameStop with Call of Duty, people would buy Call of Duty on Xbox back in the day on 360 because they got the maps and everything a month or so early,
right
before PlayStation. So I've seen it happen in the commercial setting where people buy it based on that they're getting that early. But with this cosmetic stuff, I'm not sure if it really makes it move the needle here that way or the other.
Where else is your Jimmy's?
Sure.
Now, let me tell you something here. That's going to spicing up the pie. Because I agree. I think, you know what? Exclusive content to a degree definitely moves the needle, by God. But we got some tomfoolery in front of us. I forgot to put it in the notes, but Kyle, right now, via GameStop, the gosh dang traders they are, have a deal for Red Dead Redemption 2. If you buy Red Dead Redemption 2 with an Xbox One, you get to pick an S or an X. You get $100 off an Xbox. Now, to me, that undermines what PlayStation has here. Mm-hmm. By God.
You know, because they did it with Destiny as well. The original Destiny, when I just turned it off, when they had that deal with Bungie, you had Xbox going like, here's a new fragrance called Destiny, like days before Destiny was coming out. My question to you, with Xbox making this move, what does it show to you? Do you feel like, as a gamer, this is going to actually do more damage than Sony's marketing deal that they have currently? Or do you kind of see it as a show of desperation by Microsoft to get any hardware sale they can over PlayStation as this game comes out?
Yeah, I wouldn't say desperation, but I feel like it's a definitely a smart move to kind of like hop on the train, as you will, and try to leech as many people off of that to come over to our side. It's like the kids in the cafeteria who have, like, back in the day, they had Dunkaroos.
Right.
And they're like, hey, look over here, Kyle. I got these sweet little cookies that I can dip in icing. And what do you got over there? What? You just got some plain old Ritz crackers?
Yeah.
Come on over here, man. Come on over here, type of thing. And trying to lure us away to try to make it shinier. Where in reality, I didn't really like Dunkaroos that much. I like my Ritz crackers just fine. So I could have stayed there and been totally cool.
Dude,
but, the kids are trying to...
chose the wrong snacks.
I know.
First you think Dr. Pepper's okay, which it's not. It's garbage.
It is. It's okay.
And then you don't drink coffee, which, man, I don't know how I forgive you.
Come at me.
The Ritz over Dunkaroos?
Yeah, dude. I'm a salty fan. Just rain the salt on me.
Okay.
Whatever. But it's a smart business move from them.
It definitely is. It's definitely really smart. I have like this weird feeling about it though. To me, it's kind of a dick move. Like, but it's business, right? Like, it's definitely like oh man, that's kind of, I know what you're doing and I know why you're doing it. To me, it kind of seems a little, please buy our shit, please. Yeah. Like, but at the same exact time, we got to give credit where credit is due. This is a simple if I was you to us, the layman. Okay? Again, we're bringing it back. Now, if I was Shu, and we all know Shuhei Yoshida, though he may run first party and he's doing such a great job with it, we also know he runs PlayStation. We also know he's probably the Illuminati. Okay? Hashtag MAGA bomber. Don't. That was a mistake.
Oh, no.
Listen here, Kyle. By God. Sometimes
let's hit the rewind button here.
Sometimes I say things and I instantly regret it. By God.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little tasteless. Let me put my hat on my chest and say, by God, I apologize. All right. I don't really care that much. So here's the deal, Kyle. If you were Shu, right, and you're the smartest man alive, I mean, you're 20 steps ahead of the competition, okay? Would you make sure, what do you do to ensure that this type of stuff doesn't happen? That Xbox doesn't do things like that? Can you, and do you think that these companies have a power to stop deals like that? Or do you think it's kind of overreaching for Shu to make that type of decision? I mean, you are Shu, so you can do whatever you want.
I think it's a little overreaching. Yeah. I think it's shitty. But, you know, if I was on the other foot, and we were on the other foot for a long time, seeing how 360 was selling real well and PS3 was doing okay, but not as great as we wanted. I think you do everything in your power to try to move some units. So I don't fault them. And it's not like we don't have our own bundles. We have a PS4 Pro bundle with Red Dead in it.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it had some color and some pizzazz, but
that's one thing I would change as Shuhei Yoshida. Yeah. I would make it a
shinier box,
a shinier system, something that makes it Red Dead special.
Yeah,
maybe like a wanted poster, or
or just like the silhouette. I don't care. Just do something with it, man. Yeah. I got a question for you. Okay, sure. It's about the hat. I know it's very stylish. Do I wear it like this, like you see right here? That car's outside. It's not the car next to you. Listen, people listening. Do I wear the hat like this, or do I wear the hat like this?
I like that way better. Joe basically tilted it back on the back of his head, so
it really emphasizes the forehead to me.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that look better, because the other look, it looks like it's barely resting on the top of your head.
What if it's a little side thing, right?
No,
I look like a big old dum-dum. All right. I mean, while I'm wearing this hat, I do look like a dum-dum. Anyway, I agree with you. I feel like it's overreaching. I feel like, it is a way to try to level the playing field. Man, this guy,
he just keeps coming, man.
You get it. You're leaving, you know? Big jerk. Anyway, I feel like it's a great way of leveling the playing field. It is something where, let's be honest, Xbox needs all the love it can get. I know the sales haven't been the best or whatever. They haven't been better. That's what, the spin doctors, the fake news people are going to try to tell you. But, let them do it. It's fine by me. Dude writes in with this.
Real quick. And I also just don't want to be part of a company that tells somebody else that, stop trying to do things to make money. I don't want to be that part of that company that tries to squander somebody else's livelihood.
By God, I agree. By God, we're gonna get off the topic as well. I know every other podcast is talking about crunch in the industry, and there's a Kotaku article. Go ahead, read it, make your own news about it. I want to focus on positive stuff. We got negative shit happening every single day. Let's have a little happiness in our lives. And that's why when I talk about a little happiness in our lives, we got Dude 427 who writes in just like how you can too, either on our official Discord link down below or on our official Twitter, and he asks, with Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out, do you think it's the sign to go digital? If every game starts requiring 2 discs, wouldn't it just be better to go digital? I know there's some people, let me tell you something here, some people that have crap internet, like yourselves truly, and that's why they stay with the physical game. Do you think this game physical sales will hurt because it has 2 discs? By God. Let me ask you something, Kyle. Now that we know 2 discs, it's an official thing. Does that kind of deter you away from going physical? No?
No, not at all. And this is going to come off a little harsh, a little callous.
Yeah, go for it.
And I think I told you this, I think in last week's episode. If you're complaining about 2 discs, you're just kind of lazy, man. I mean, the first disc is just a data disc. It's just to install on the system. And then you can literally put it in the case and forget it. It's like the set it and forget it ovens back in the day on the infomercials. Just install stuff. You take it out, put it in the case. You don't got to worry about it. It's just a regular disc from here on out. Yeah. I do think that this game's going to make more people go digital with it because it's such a huge thing. And there are people that are already not physical media of fans. And I do think maybe we'll see a little hit in physical sales, but by a little hit, I mean like a small percentage of what this game's going to sell, because everyone and their mother is getting this game this week, it feels like.
I also think when it comes to physical and digital sales, you're going to see physical sales take a hit because digital just keeps growing year in, year out, because as digital speeds, internet gets better here, downloading games gets faster and faster. And just wait 1 second. Let me tell you something. Here. Hard edit. I don't know what just happened. We had a mysterious caller come in, and they said, "By God, let's move this story along here, folks." In the short of it is that you're just going to see digital sales consume physical media because digital's just the future. Internet speed. Here's where I was. Internet is getting faster and faster and more available in more areas in North America and the United States as well. And that's where you're going to see digital sales just continue to eat physical's lunch. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, as a wise man once said. With that, Kyle, let's get to some Flash news, shall we?
Let's do it.
By God, something awesome happened today. Sony announced that God of War 4, or the reboot, I just call it God of War at this point.
Yeah.
Safe to say. God of War for the PlayStation 4 is officially $39.99. So if you haven't gotten that game already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, pick this game up. Seriously, it's one of the greatest games on the PlayStation 4 by far. It's fantastic. And how they announce this is even cooler. They call it Midgar Mishaps is an official God of War 4 glitch video. And it's great. This comes from Push Square. They gave you a 2.5-minute video of just all the glitches and all the bugs in God of War 4 and showing the difficulty it was to make this game possible. And they showed really wacky stuff. They had a dance-off.
Yeah.
Kyle, because this is Flash News, we're going to get through this real fast.
Sure.
What was your favorite part of this video?
There's a couple. This is going to be a video gag, so I'm sorry, audio people. But Kratos at one point is punching and it's just doing this. It's just kind of back and forth.
Doing like a waddling.
Just waddling back and forth. So that's a great one. And then there's the statue of Thor in Midgard. At one point, it just breaks apart in half, and then the top half of Thor just kind of flies away in the sky, which is fantastic. And the Atreus stuff is...
Dude, they talk about it a lot in a lot of spoiler casts on the internet about how difficult it was, how Atreus was such a pain in the ass to animate, and not just animate, but to give directions to. He was just a very broken and annoying character to work with. Not the actor, thankfully. My favorite thing with Atreus, because there's a lot of weird stuff that goes with him in this video, is when... there's something that happens to Atreus. Well, this video is very spoilery, by the way. And he's incapacitated at the moment. But his AI character still says a voice line, and you're just like, what the hell? You're supposed to be unconscious, kid. It's hilarious. I love it. I love this because it really shows... it shows this really super polished thing in its most vulnerable state. And it peers in, you peer into for just 2 minutes what it's like to be a developer.
Yeah, and it's kind of frightening. It's because watching that video, seeing like just a tiny little thing happen, that would frustrate the crap out of me because the amount of hours put in to make that thing work, and then something crazy, wonky, hilarious, but still like I would be so frustrated. And I give all the credit in the world for anyone that can make a game. No matter what that game is. It's insane.
Yep, without a doubt. This hat needs to go. I am too hot and sweaty. Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Don't worry about it. Our next news story, and I titled this one. This one comes from Kotaku. We're going to need a bigger bastion. Lego Overwatch figures are here. Yes, dude. I am so pumped for this. You're not an Overwatch guy, right?
I'm not. I appreciate it. Just I'm not too much into it. I'm sorry.
Just don't worry about it. But okay, when you were a kid, see, Lego means a lot to me because when I was a kid, those are my action figures. Like I loved Lego. Does Lego mean or hold anything for you?
Yeah, it does. It holds a little bit, not as much I think as most, because we didn't really have a whole lot of Legos in my house.
Dude, that was like, if I was a good kid, I could save up for like a real big Lego set. But usually I go for like the $9 ones.
I always wanted those.
Yeah.
But we were more of a Lincoln Log family, as sad as it is.
Yeah, no, that is, you know what? At least there's no argument there. Lincoln Log is pretty much the fucking Dr. Pepper and Lego. Okay, but so having no love for Overwatch, no affinity for it, is there any one of these sets that strike your fancy?
Yeah, I like the Diva and Tracer one. Oh, okay. Not Diva and Tracer. I'm sorry. Diva, Widowmaker and Tracer.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's various sets. There's like there's it's.
I like the oh my god, I can't think of it. Vehicle that Tracer's in.
Yes,
cool.
I think that's her jet that she had. I think maybe now post incident. So yeah, really awesome. There's a Reaper and McCree set that's awesome. Dude, it's a Lego payload. Like, this stuff is so awesome. The sets are great. My favorite, of course, because they're my two main tanks, because I get it, I'm a noob, is Reinhardt and Diva. Awesome. I love this. This needs to happen for more games. Not just Overwatch, dude. So great. And with that, Sony,
give me a Lego clicker.
Just let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
What's the other ones? It's not Lego. It's not Mega Bloks. What's the other ones?
I have no idea. I'm blanking.
Connects, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, let's make a Connects clicker. Sony is sending out invites for PSN name changes for firmware 6.10 beta. All right, strap in, Kyle. Okay.
Strapped.
We need to set out the warnings for this, so anybody who's interested in this beta, we need to let you in again on what's at stake here. A, not all games and applications for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Vita, and other PlayStation systems support the online name change feature to change your online ID. B, you may lose access to content, including paid-for content, that you have acquired for your games, including game content add-ons and virtual currency. C, you may lose progress within games, including save data, leaderboard data, progress towards trophies. Yeesh. D, parts of your game and applications might not function properly, both online and offline. Your previous and E, or E, A, B, C, D, E, yeah, I got it, guys. I'm not a total wreck, a little bit. Your previous online IDs may remain visible to you and other players in some places. Man, I woke up today, and I could not recognize the world, my friend. Everybody's fighting each other. Everybody's yelling at each other. I thought we were supposed to play games. I thought we were supposed to play and enjoy video games and laugh about noobs that were teabagging in the Call of Duties. I thought we were supposed to talk about victory royales and not why PlayStation is so stupid. I thought we were supposed to come together, talk about Overwatch, and not to watch your back, because I'm a slap it. By God, I cannot. By God, let me put my hat down in solidarity. I do not recognize this world anymore. God.
That is my new favorite insult. I'm gonna slap your back.
I'm gonna slap it, but not like a good. It's not a pat in the back, Kyle.
Nope. It's gonna slap it.
It's a. What's the matter with you, boy? I'll slap the sense out of your mouth.
I'm gonna slap your back into alignment.
Yeah, by God, and I say there's too much vitriol out here. There's too much hate. Oh, Xbox, they got the name changes, by God. PlayStation sucks. Well, guess what, by God? I got games on the PlayStation. We got Xbox Game Pass. Oh, really? Tell me how fun Sea of Thieves is, by God. Let me tell you something that really grinds my gears. That really gets my toots a-fluting. God. It's all these fair weather fans. Oh, everything sucks until it's great. You know what I'm saying, Kyle? You know, okay, real talk. For all the Xbox guys out there giving me shit all day about this. I'm not here to sit down and tell you it's a good system. I'm telling you the system sucks. But to see so many people going, I'm not going to play my PlayStation anymore. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
What was stopping you 2 years ago? What was stopping you 4 years ago from playing PlayStation? Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Microsoft trying to dick you over at every corner? Do you not think that, Xbox learned their lesson? Really? Did they, though? Do you not think they're going to mess up one day? Just like how Nintendo messes up? Just like how Sony messes up? Mm-hmm. And to just, over something so small, over name changes.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
How many Xboxes did I go through in last generation and still stick with them? Because I literally did not know better. Mm-hmm. Seriously, get over it. How first world problem is this? It really aggravates me. Because seriously, Sean Capri, I'm talking to you right now. You wanna change your name to what? Sean Capri? Guess what? You can do that. It's called linking your Facebook account. It's literally 2 buttons. That goes for anybody out there. That's what I do. I show my friends my real name. You know, that's how you know you're in with me, man. You show me my real name. There you go. My name's actually Kyle Stevenson. Kyle's actually Joe.
Exactly.
You know, like, I really, I understand the issue, but I can't get so militant over something so trivial. It's not like they're forcing a camera that's always watching me, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not like they're forcing motion controls on me, right? It's not like, oh, hey, guess what? The only way to talk to your friends on PlayStation, because remember, PlayStation 3 didn't even have a party chat, and now we do with the PlayStation 4. It's like saying, hey, remember how we didn't have voice chat on the PlayStation 3? Well, guys, we found the solution because so many people wanted it, so here you go. Here's a voice chat. It's on your phone, and also you're going to have to buy an extra peripheral to hook it up to your phone so that the game audio and the voice chat client work as the same thing. You hear both in the same headphone. How ridiculous does that sound? Right? Am I crazy, Kyle?
No.
What do you feel about this? Because I really, like, it's blowing my mind.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I understand if you have a terrible PSN name that you regret. Yeah. Obviously, this sucks for you. Yeah. Being locked out of stuff. I totally understand how anger-inducing this is to you.
God.
But then again, you can always just create a brand new PSN ID. If you really wanted to. If this was not an option, you could just make a whole nother PSN ID.
Or just link your Facebook account.
Do that as well. And the way I look at these, yes, these sound dire and, not fun, not being able to play certain games that you've bought.
On the light, Kyle.
That's crazy. I see that. It's holy.
Witchcraft, Kyle. Witchcraft, yes.
I understand, losing game saves,
right?
Access to games, whatever, sucks. But you know what else these remind me of?
What?
These remind me of when I look up my symptoms on WebMD and I have cancer every time. They may happen. It's a small thing. It's not saying it's not saying that these will happen to you.
Right.
It's saying it may happen. It's like a long list of side effects to medication that you take.
Yeah. And don't take PSN name changes if you're pregnant or thinking about becoming pregnant.
Seriously, if you're bleeding more than usual, call a doctor. It's just there just to cover you, to say, hey, we warned you if this does happen. It probably happens a very tiny, small amount.
My thing here is if PlayStation 4 games overall are not affected and it's only PlayStation 3 and Vita games, Kyle, to me, this is a non-issue.
Agreed.
It's not perfect, but to me, as the gamer I am, and think about it in your car or at home or at work, wherever you are right now, think of me naked. No, but, do that. Try not to get turned on. But also think about when the last time you played your Vita, when was the last time you played your PlayStation 3? And to me, for me, that's not much. I mean, I have my PlayStation 3 in this place because for some reason they have an Xbox One here. gross. And I said, get it out of my sight. I don't want it. It's the VCR one, too. Remember when it was really fun and popular to hate on that? Come on, Sean Capri, play that instead. How about that, huh? Play Sunset Overdrive. You won't. This guy, Mr. Talk Shit About Sony, he's never played Sunset Overdrive. He's never played Fable. He calls himself, he hosts an Xbox podcast. How have you not played Fable? God. Let me tell you something. But no, like, I see it with, like, so many people that, yeah, they're so angry. And I'm just like, guys, it's a beta. The problem here is the WebMD situation. We don't know yet. So it's really easy for us to read a headline and get carried away. And that's what it is to me at the end of the day, is we don't know yet. We're afraid of change, so we're going to lash out. And I say just give it time. Now, if I was you, would I sign up for this beta? No, I don't think there's anything to gain. I think there's mostly things to lose. But also think, how important is your Red Dead leaderboard from your PlayStation 3? Not much. I remember where I say it every episode. I'm, number 246 in the world in Red Dead. Probably not anymore. So it doesn't really matter to me. I think this is such a non-issue that people are really, really hiking up just to get a news story. Yeah. Again, I get it. It's not good. And yes, there should be a better option. It's just not it. And to say, you know what? Forget Horizon Zero Dawn. Forget God of War. Forget Spider-Man. Forget The Last of Us. Forget Uncharted. Forget Ghost of Tsushima. Forget it all. Forget Bloodborne, the game of the generation. God, look at it. It's right there. It's proof. I see it. Proof. Right? Forget Persona 5. Forget Second Son. Okay? Forget it all. Because my name's Awesome Dong Slayer 420. Guess what? That's a hilarious name. Guess what, guys? I got killed by the worst PlayStation name ever. You want to know what it's called?
What is it?
Bush did 9/11.
Oh, God.
And I looked at that.
That's terrible.
And I was just like, how? Because that's the thing.
How did that even get through the content?
How did that get through the content? Seriously. Seriously. And then I was playing on Xbox. I was playing Fortnite, this is weeks back. And I got killed by someone named that Ass Clapper or something like that. It's just come on, guys. Seriously? This is what we're complaining about? Yeah.
I honestly feel, and seeing all the outrage over this or hearing about it, it's like when you change your name, your PS4 doesn't work anymore. It breaks. Yeah. That's the kind of outrage that I'm equating it to.
Yeah, and it's just whatever.
And if that happens, yes, you should be totally angry.
Yeah.
But so far it's not.
I think I said it in my video. I talked about this. I was maybe I got this joke out of it. I forget why. But it's not like I never not got laid because I was just some girl goes, oh, so what's your PSN ID? Oh my God, it's blackout. That's so horrible. Who cares? Every time I talk to someone, I'm like, what's your ID? They're just here it is. It's this, that, and the other thing. And then they try to make an excuse for it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to call you Eric anyway. Absolutely. Just like how Eric writes in, just like how you can too, via Discord, via Twitter, at PS Trophy Room. Just to give some talk about the PSN name changes. Do you believe that the way how PlayStation has been doing the update towards PSN name changes, especially the risks it holds in the beta, do you believe that PlayStation will continue to lag behind said services in comparison to Xbox when the PlayStation 5 releases? Or do you think PlayStation will improve itself by then? Kyle, what do you think?
I think by then, PlayStation would have it figured out.
Yeah.
I think this is the reason why they want to get it done now, is before the next console is out. They don't have to worry about this. And it's just a thing that you can do, no issues whatsoever.
Yeah. And that's what you're seeing right now. This is what you're seeing right now with PlayStation. Yep. Look, we're in the golden age of PlayStation, right? At all of our studios, I say all of our studios, it's like I own a piece of Sony stock, but all of their studios are firing on all cylinders. There is not many of them not hitting on all cylinders, right? You see Guerrilla Games. Remember Guerrilla Games back in the PlayStation 2 era, PS3 era? right?
Yeah.
Like, now they are a premier PlayStation brand. You know, look at God of War. Look at Santa Monica. I say this all the time. Naughty Dog is the gold standard of development, right? So, like, don't get it twisted. Sony right now is done right by gamers when it comes to the games department. I cannot say the same. I feel like we're on two opposite sides of the coin, right? Right now, Xbox is doing great on services. They nailed all the services. All their services are fucking awesome. I'm not here to discredit Xbox. No more me being a fake fanboy. Like, their services are top notch. They are the best in the industry when it comes to consoles. But when it comes to their game department, it's the reason why this generation has been so much in PlayStation. Because you could have nice services, but is Game Pass selling consoles? It is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you think digital returns are selling Xboxes? Absolutely not. Do you think Xbox Live is selling systems? Absolutely not. What those systems are doing, what those services are doing, is providing awesome customer service that is retaining and hyping up the Xbox brand so that when you see Xbox right now, they're buying studios left and right. They bought Compulsion, they bought Ninja Theory, they bought Playground Games. It looks like they're in the process of buying Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They have Rare. Now Rare's starting to make games. They're making studios. Oh, and the Initiative as well. They're quadruple A studio. So they are now having and creating development from the ground floor. They're making games that they hope are going to sell consoles. PlayStation's in a position where it's the total opposite. Their games are selling and they're firing on all cylinders. It's their services that are lagging behind. But don't get twisted. What you see PlayStation doing right now, caving into crossplay, caving into PSN name changes. Don't get it twisted, man. You're seeing PlayStation begin to sow the seeds for the PlayStation 5 to see that when and by the time PlayStation 5 comes out, you're going to see a more robust name change system. You're going to see a more robust PlayStation Now system. You're going to see a more robust crossplay system. Things take time. Companies do not react in a blink of an eye unless their Xbox and their pre-orders have not sold out in a week. Right? Remember that E3 conference? Remember how many weeks it took Xbox to literally flip the script on what the Xbox One was going to be? Remember that was what? May all the way to July, almost to August, until they flipped the entire switch on what the Xbox was supposed to be. These companies do not move or think as fast as what you think they do. Because you think as a singular person. You have to think of a company that hires thousands of employees and then make those executive decisions and then logistically think of the outcome of each one of these decisions. It's not like this. It's not. And do you think it's that? Do you think that these companies have emotions or emotions? It's foolish. Like when I hear people talk about, well, how does Xbox feel about like we were just talking about it before, right? Like, you know, how would PlayStation react to Rockstar making a deal with or 2K making a deal with Red Dead with, you know, or GameStop with, you know, minus 100% off a console if you buy Red Dead? Not much, because that's nothing they can do and they don't really care because they all do the same thing when the time happens to them. So the long rant aside, that's what's happening right now. You're seeing PlayStation rebuild its services because it knows it's lagging behind. It's going to take a few months. With that, hey, Eric, come here. Get real close to the mic. Congratulations, you got a copy of Red Dead Redemption. Everybody, give a round of applause. Okay,
enjoy it.
You know that was a weird clap, but seriously, Eric, I'm gonna butcher your name, and I'm sorry. Monkey D. Ericpo one. How do you do your? You know, I'm going to message you, so you'll know by the time anyway. Congratulations, thank you. You won a copy of Red Dead Redemption digitally. I always have to put that asterisk out there because I know you probably want the game day one, and shipping it to you is just going to take way more time because it's Amazon. They suck. So, you know, we'll talk about it. You know, we'll get all the logistics done by then.
Congrats, Eric, and thanks everyone else who submitted.
By God.
Or entered. A lot of you.
Seriously, there were so many. This and Spider-Man. Oh my god, there were 2 big entries. I don't know which one was bigger, to be completely honest, because I was way busier this week than I was last week. With that, though, congratulations, Eric. Let's get to the next subject, because I'm sorry I ranted on that. Kyle?
Yeah.
It's Halloween, man. Or coming up this week. We're going to have a Halloween special for next week. Kyle, have you thought of your costume yet?
No, I just remembered that I should probably think of something.
Oh, dude, I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to be. I'm not going to tell you until stream.
Okay.
Sorry, not stream, until we record, so you see it. With that said, though, this week, this is why I was going to do this. Oh, that's why I got confused. Hey, guess what? We're doing something called Prepare the Drop. Games landing this week. There are several games each and every week that land courtesy of the drop on the PlayStation blog. You can see the dozens of games, and there's too many. So instead of just rambling on what games came out this week, I want to talk about the highlights. What games got us excited? If we saw anything that piqued our interest. Kyle, what is it, something that you saw from the drop? What caught your eye?
First of all, I haven't looked at the drop in a while, so I appreciate just kind of scrolling through all the box art for all the games and reading the little blurbs.
Yeah.
What caught my eye is Nickelodeon Kart Racer, man.
Ooh.
It was like I want a good kart racer on PlayStation. And Mod Nation Racers was not great, and Little Big Planet Karting, not great.
Yeah.
This looks great. I mean, the box art has Raph and Leonardo and SpongeBob, Patrick, Tommy Pickles, and Helga in the background. Like,
oh shit,
yeah.
Helga is in it.
Like this is what I want. I hope that Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple is a character you can use, because that's my dude.
Into the temple.
Yes.
Of Anubis.
Yeah. Kart racer games are awesome, and this looks great. Yeah, that's the one that stood out, other than like the bigger 2.
You know what's out right now, though, Kyle, that I'm very excited about?
Yeah, you put this on there.
Do you want to know why I put it on there, Kyle?
Why?
Because it's Halloween. It's approaching us, yes. Let's see what you could play on October 22nd, which was already
2 days
happened.
ago.
Yes, Halloween forever.
Seriously, I have no idea what this game looks like, but I wanted to creep out Kyle a little bit, so that's why I put it here.
Did you read the description?
Ooh, let me do it.
Yeah, I'll read it. I got it up in front of me.
No, Kyle, I don't do it.
Damn it, I was trying to save him.
I know. But too late, because I hold a terrible fate. Something mysterious is happening in the pumpkin patch this Halloween. You control Pumpkin Man, a half-human, half-pumpkin thing animated by the occult forces on a quest to discover why things are so creepy. And you may vomit candy corn, Kyle. Get it? Corn.
I get it.
Made of candy.
Sure. That is 100% the description on the drop.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta let's see. Okay, because we are running a little long, right?
Sure.
I don't want to wake up the kid downstairs here. I'm not a dad. There's just a family below me.
That's breaking news from last week. What happened?
Well, I fell in love, Kyle.
Oh wow, that was quick.
You get to choose, okay?
Okay.
Shout out to the Tomb Raider reviews get bombed, or we're going to talk about Bethesda tries to set player expectations ahead of the Fallout 76 beta.
I want to talk about the Bethesda.
Okay. Do you want to read this story for me? Give me a little break.
Sure.
Okay, good, because I can't read good.
This comes from Kotaku. We all know with the scale of our games and the systems we let you use that unforeseen bugs and issues always come up. Given what we're doing with 76, we know we're opening everyone up to an all-new spectacular issues none of us have encountered. Some we're aware of, such as areas where performance needs to improve with lots of players. Others we surely don't. We need your help finding them and advice on what's important to fix. We'll address all of it now and after launch. And then you put, wow, please don't release this game, LOL. And I am totally with you.
Okay.
This is a major entry in a major video game property. And they are not instilling confidence at all. I understand it's a beta, but it comes out in a few weeks.
Dude, it comes out. What? You're going to fix these problems in weeks? We're talking about crunch right now, right? In this industry, and the overtime that people have to work in this industry. And you're going to fix all these these problems. And you even admit, after launch.
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
I mean, most Bethesda Fallout games are buggy.
Yeah.
But this is like, why even set a date this early if you knew it wasn't going to be, I understand they had to test it with people on the online infrastructure type of thing.
Yeah.
But man, they're basically saying, hey, it's going to be a little bit jarring. And you're going to run into some shit.
I mean, they even say it, new spectacular issues.
Spectacular issues.
Why? Why? Who in PR thought that was a good idea?
No. You're not buying the game to see the issues, and that's what that sentence is making it sound like.
And from what I've seen so far, because the beta is only on Xbox, the first impressions are not good. They're very mixed, to put it lightly. So it's teetering on negative. I don't want to say that this game is bombing, it's the worst thing ever, but it's not doing that great.
Yeah.
So with that, please, what do you do with Fallout 76? What do you do, Kyle?
What do you do? I think you have no other option right now than you release it the way you were going to, and you just gotta hope and pray that people stick around, type of thing.
Yeah. God, it's a rough one, man.
The diehard Fallout fans are gonna buy it. They're gonna play it, and
it's gonna swim.
It's gonna chart for sure.
Yeah. Is it though?
Yes, I really do think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's Fallout.
It is Fallout, but it's after. I mean, it is 2 weeks after Red Dead, but still, it's Red Dead, man. And I get it. It is Fallout, but it's hearing the impressions from the beta, man, rough.
Yeah.
God dang it. So with that, we have one question from Mr. Moody, the glorious one. Can I handle this one?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you so much. So I was thinking, it's safe to say that EA hasn't really treated the Star Wars game. So I can't even say it without cracking up. They haven't treated Star Wars license well. So would you like to see them develop a Star Wars game? Or sorry, who would you like to see develop a Star Wars game? I was thinking even more how you two pitch a Star Wars game each.
Oh.
Kyle?
Yeah.
What would you do? Who would you like this to develop? Not even just Sony brand. You can take this at wherever. What do you do with Star Wars? Because it's true, right now, the Battlefront community is pissed. Everyone just hates EA, all because of Battlefront 2 and the way that, even we just talked about Visceral, man. Closed down.
That pisses me off, because I was looking for... That was an Amy Hennig game. A game in combination with Visceral. I would have bought that day one and loved the crap out of that game. Man, since he says to go wild with it, RPG, Star Wars RPG, made by CD Projekt Red, where you go from a young Padawan, and you're training to be a Jedi, and there's space travel, you find companions, you get to build your own droid companion, and he comes around with you. That's what I want.
All right. Here's what I would do. Okay? First off, I fire Kathleen Kennedy. Because guess who's in charge of Star Wars now, guys? Yours truly. That's right. Hashtag fire Kathleen Kennedy is finally a thing. You man babies got what you wanted. Here I am to right the wrongs that has been made to Star Wars.
In his tiny cowboy hat.
In my tiny cowboy hat and my big manly hands. By God. And what I would do with it is rebuild LucasArts. It was the biggest mistake of disbanding LucasArts. Why? You guys have a treasure trove of amazing developers of amazing games, not just Star Wars. And I would build studios from scratch to make our FPSs, RPGs, third-person shooters. I would let them all go wild. I wouldn't care. That's what I would do. Nobody else but LucasArts needs to make Star Wars games. EA doesn't get it. No one would get it, but someone at LucasArts will. That's what I would do. Kyle?
I'd be okay with that.
It's late, man. It's almost 11 o'clock as of recording right now. Is there anything you want to plug? Is there anything you want to say to the audience before we go?
Other than I just love each and every one of you who listen every week and tune in and watch, and love you a ton. You can follow me on Twitter, WhoDatNinja73. PSN, same ID, send me some friend requests. My show, all about the kind of funny community, is Best Friends Talk Funny at BFS Talk Funny on Twitter, and podcast services everywhere. And in a couple weeks, on November 10th, we're doing an extra life stream for 24 hours, raising money for those big, beautiful kids. You can find that stream, which will be starting at 12 p.m. on November 10th at twitch.tv/kinda-NYC. We have a lot of cool goals. If you donate $10, we're going to have to eat one of those Harry Potter jelly beans. 20.
I'll remove a piece of clothing.
Yeah. Oh, new goal tier.
We've already seen me shirtless. Now you're about to see me pantsless.
And since this is, the PlayStation podcast, for $25 donation, and I'll make sure Joe puts the link to the Extra Life page down below, you will be entered for a chance to win a $500 million edition of the DualShock 4.
Count me in on that one.
Oh my god!
How many entries can we do?
So for $25, you get a ticket to win a $500 million DualShock 4.
I'll be there, right, Kyle?
Oh, I hope so. I'm just going to talk to you after this episode is done.
Good.
To iron it out. Yeah.
All right. Oh, bang it out. You know what I'm saying.
Sure.
Guys,
either way.
Before we go, I also have an extra life to pimp out for you guys. This comes from Antonio Guillen, the Hypecaster Bun himself on the Discord. He's doing an extra life as well. He goes... To help us raise money for the sick kids, donate $5 or more before Sunday, October... Oh, no. It's the 21st. We record on the 24th. Anyway, you know what? Donate $5 to... Let me see right here. No. We were late. No. But we can still donate, Kyle.
Absolutely.
We can still donate. Okay, good. Okay. Here's the deal. Scratch all what I said right here. Antonio Guillen, good friend of the show. He makes overlays for the show, okay? And excellent ones, might I add. He's doing an extra life right now for the sick kids in need. He's doing it to support the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals. You guys should go over there. Right now, he's at the $50 goal. He's going for $100. Please, even if it's just $5, go over there, donate to his extra life. It helps out kids in need who need it so much. So please go over there, help him out. Again, link down below. With that said, guys, that has been the Trophy Room. It's a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players that happens each and every Thursday. I hope you all enjoyed. Please, if you like this video, rate us 5 stars on iTunes, on YouTube, on SoundCloud, wherever you get an RSS feed. It helps us out, grows this big, beautiful family that we call home. You can follow us on the Trophy Room's Twitter at PS Trophy Room on Twitter, or Mr. Badbit on Twitter. And so with all that said, and with all that out of the way, everyone, keep hunting and keep playing PlayStation.